Good Monday morning. Hope all is well for you. Cooler conditions did settle in with winds yesterday. It was quite chilly. We'll rebound some up into the 40s today. 50 near tomorrow and on the low 50s on Wednesday. We're watching late in the week for some disturbance to kind of come through, bringing some more wind and colder air for the weekend. So as we go forward here in time, you can see we're right on the edge of some of the colder air. So that's why we're going to push up a little bit tomorrow to around 50 in the low 50s on Wednesday. So here you see it. By overnight Wednesday, we see a front approaching. That's going to drop our temperatures back down on Thursday. It's going to take a while to scour out the warmer air. Thus, we could see some showers, and then maybe that will switch over to some snow showers, possibly on Thursday before things end. Nothing really expected accumulation-wise, but winds should really pick up. Temperatures should be really chilly by Thursday afternoon, evening, and overnight. So that Friday we are cold, very cold, below normal temperatures, highs in the low 30s. And those 30s last through the weekend as cold air gets reinforced, and maybe even some more windy conditions as we go into the long range. You can see this cold high pressure coming out of Canada. So we're going to lock into a colder pattern for several days. The question is whether or not we can get any storm system to form. As of now, GFS is really not showing much. There could be some type of a system around on Sunday trying to form, so that may bring us a little bit of scattered snow showers, as you can see here, into Monday. We'll have to see if this comes true, if it even matters. Probably won't, but we could see some flurries and just reinforcing colder air. And here comes another northern stream system coming down to bring in cooler air as we go into early next week. Nothing yet in the long range is showing me any interesting weather until the really far range. And once we get out here past the 21st, 22nd, and you can see this is way out there, we see this low kind of diving here from the southern stream, and we still have cold air getting reinforced from the north. So in the long range, it looks a little more interesting, as maybe it gets just cold enough, possibly to cause us some snow. We'll have to see. This is showing up on and off on the forecast model, so we'll see if it could come true. We warm up briefly there, and then more reinforcing cold air comes in. What I am seeing that I don't like as a snow lover is this constant northwest flow. It's what we've been dealing with all winter. The cold air is lined up for us, but we're not seeing the right type of blocking and things to show up in the long range for a big East Coast snowstorm. So we do have little chances here and there of a northern stream system coming off the colder air, but nothing really coming in to help us too much. So how much rain is expected this week? Not too much. If you look at the Weather Prediction Center's outlook, we're seeing only around maybe a quarter to a half an inch from the rain that comes through on Wednesday night, because Wednesday night does look like it's going to be wet. And then, like I said, on Friday, maybe it turns over to some rain. We'll have to see. I don't know. This could be a little bit generous on its rain amount, so we'll see if that comes true. And boy, do we need the rain with the drought here. It's really, really bad. And then yesterday's long-range outlooks. Here was the 6 to 10, definitely showing a cool look to us for cold temperatures. You saw that in the forecast models, and that continues in the long range. But if we look at the precip outlooks, below normal, and that's the 6 to 14 and the 8 to 14 day. 6 to 10 and 8 to 14 day. Still looking near normal, but nothing really showing up like I showed you there in the long term. Maybe we'll have to see if anything can come about. Temperature-wise, as mentioned, it's going to be a pretty cold week. So if we look at the forecast here for temps in the region, you can see us up in the 40s today. But if we go through the next couple of days, these are maximum temperatures. Highs, tomorrow, like I said, around 50 as we get into Wednesday, and in the low 50s maybe. 51, 52, not too much. You see us here in Loudoun. Day 3, it starts to get, day 4, it starts to get colder. Highs only in the upper 30s, around 40 or so. And then on Friday, here's where we get highs only in the low to mid 30s. Same what expected on Saturday with highs in the 30s. And then Sunday, even colder possibly, I think, only highs near freezing for western parts and low 30s for eastern parts of the region. So going to get cold. But like I said, not really feeling it from a snowy, outlook or anything. Just a wintry feel. Have an excellent week. This has been your Loudoun County Model Weather Outlook. Have a good one.